The swarm brought ruin to our world. Our proud people became refugees. And yet, they could not shatter our unity. For we are bound by the Kala, the sacred union of our every thought and emotion. Today, we retake our homeworld, and with it, our legacy.
Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another CSO Cup. This one's number 68, and it is my pleasure as Lingland to bring this week's cup to you. We already have had some great banters in the chats as we've got our very first series about to kick off. A countdown's heading down, countdowns counting down, and we're almost there. And yeah, let's hop right into this one. We're ready to get this underway. So, without any further ado, introduce our first player today. In the top left-hand corner for the 3D clan is the blue Protoss player, Naji. The opponent in the bottom right for Team GDA. Familiar name in these CSO Cups, and it was good to see him back again. It's the Red Terran player, Legend K. Ho ho ho. And we've already had a little bit of bants and chats. It's been nice from these two players, just chatting and having fun. So we'll see. We'll see how these games turn out. Welcome to everybody in the chat. Look forward to seeing you guys enjoy the games as much as I'm gonna enjoy casting them, and hopefully all these players enjoy playing them. So yeah, let's see as what this PVT has to show for itself. Got a probe across the map, just trying to be a little bit annoying. Gonna be 1 racks into factory. Probably gonna see the CC go down really quickly, but it doesn't look like Legend K is gonna play super greedy. Proxy battle cruiser incoming. Let's have a look. I think there might be a slight MMR disparity here between these two players, but proxy battle cruisers can throw something into the mix. So we'll see. The probe's doing a pretty good job of working its way through this this depot. It's already taken about half the hit point. SCV on the other side, just getting some scouting going. And yeah, double marine. I was about to say double marine's gonna pop up, and that probe gets half the hit point. So that's bloody probe, but nothing too exciting. Nothing too exciting happening just yet. As a starport on the way, 1-1-1. We'll see when Legend K wants to throw down that expansion. As yeah, I think is looking to just stay on one base for now and not die to anything too crazy. 1 worker each. There we go, Naji. Just sort of splitting up the stalkers, having a look around the map. Be sure to not die to anything too crazy. Legend K banking up 400, so would be good to see that CC go down on. Even if it's on the high ground, we're going to go for another tank and a couple more marines instead. But yeah, we shall see what we can do. We'll see what this game has for us. It's going to be a Banshee opener, so yeah, we'll see. Yeah, let's see what Legend K gets done with his Banshee. We've got an Adept coming across the map. There is a Oracle. Throwing down a stasis ward in a very unusual position for this time of this moment in the game, but could be a little bit lost energy there. Oracle's gonna come in here. There's nothing to stop this Oracle from zapping down a few of these SCVs. Okay, first one's gonna go down. 2, 3. Okay, that's it. That's all the energy that the Oracle had. Oracle's gonna head home. Just sees that nothing came out to defend the SCVs. So Naji should be aware that something's coming across the map. A few warpins are coming. Immortal's gonna pop as this army of Legend K comes across the map. There should be another Banshee joining soon. Okay. Double marine production coming across the map. Here we go. First tank is gonna siege. It's not gonna do it. Okay, so it gets 1 shot before it gets taken out. The Zealots get taken out quickly. And yeah, Legend K can look to push the pressure on here. Tanks moving forward. Sieges. Sees. Okay, wait a second. I've got some space here. So oh, that revelation on the Banshee is really important to keep that unit from cloaking. The Banshee doesn't have cloak, but there's no way of Naji knowing that. Second tank gets taken out relatively quickly. Nicely done here by Naji. Nicely done. Here we go. Tank is gonna move a bit forward. Yeah, Immortal gets a good shot on that. Second tank comes in here to help Legend K. No real splash damage, so these tanks are going to do pretty well. Marines are here, no combat shields, no stim. First Banshee gets taken out, banking up this Phoenix. Pretty clutch move here by Naji. He's just going to be able to clean this up, and yep, Legend K is done in the first one. It's going to go to Naji. I said there was a bit of a disparity there between an MMR disparity between these two players, but we'll see what happens. First map was Oceanborn. Both players just kind of agreed on the standard maps. They didn't really want to play any of the new maps, unfortunately. So we're going to go Oceanborn, Alcyone, and Golden Aura if we get there. So, let's see, is there any way? Let's see if that helps. Yeah, well, hi Psycho NZ. Yeah, let me see if I can get that stinger sound off. Would be good to have that fixed for you. We shall see. Yeah, but yeah, welcome to everybody. Thanks for stopping by. It's nice to have you guys here to join us for some CSO Cup. We'll see this quite a few Protoss players in this one. Oh yeah, I don't want to say as per usual, but I should say as per usual because yeah, we are quite known for having some high-ranking Protoss players join. And speaking of high-ranking, we have in the bottom left-hand corner, up 1-0 for 3D Clan, blue Protoss player Naji. And his opponent in the top right for Team GDA, once again the red Terran player, down but not out. It's for Team GDA, Legend K. Let's see, Legend K went for a one base push. Didn't seem to get too much done with that in the first game, but we shall see if we can get it right. Shall see if we can get it right in this game. Otherwise, we yeah, Naji will be going on to a game 3, but let's not count Legend K out. I do like the early wall from Legend K. This SCV is just sort of hanging out. There we go. I was going to say RNG, be kind. Hey, it's a little good trick there by Legend K to get. Oh, SCV. Legend K just managing to keep that SCV alive. That probe just, I think that probe should just follow that SCV around. SCVs aren't going to regenerate any health. So, yeah, if that SCV makes a couple wrong turns, and unfortunately it's going to be dead. But I mean, both players just sort of losing out on they're sort of losing out on the yeah, a little bit of lost mining time. But oh, the second probe is just going to come in here and just help take out this SCV. There we go, one shot and it's over. Ooh, Naji even using a recall. Wow, okay. That SCV heading out there is always some warning bells as to, you know, what's going to be built on the other side. So Naji just making sure that nothing's going to get proxied and he's not going to get caught out by anything too crazy. Reaper makes its way into the natural, jumps up into the main depth. Did get a couple shots on there, so this Reaper is really low. Don't think the Reaper's going to be able to get out of here. The depth's sort of shadowing him quite seriously. 1-2 shots, and that should be it. There we go. 2 shots, and the Reaper gets taken out. So yeah, a nice cleanup by Naji, as it looks like. Once again, Legend K is sort of gonna try one base this, but now going into two barracks. Barracks 3 and 4 get queued up here, so it looks like it's gonna be a all-out bio push. Which I don't actually mind. I mean, Legend K definitely needs to get something done. So once we get as much firepower as possible, Naji is well aware that there's no second base being built on location. Doesn't actually know that there isn't a second CC up in the main. So Naji just going to keep that adept there, and on the back of this, just slowly tech up. Naji has a 15 worker lead at the moment, and yeah, Immortal production underway. Immortals are going to do extremely well. If you can stack up 2 or 3 Immortals against the bio, the Marauders are kind of being prioritized here. There we go, double one reactor, 1 tech lab. So yeah, looks like Legend K is just going all out. There we go, a couple Marines positioned at the top here. Naji's just a little bit concerned, saying, hey, what's going on here? And I think Naji's doing the right thing by just continually producing Immortals, and yeah, just sort of playing this game. Legend K has a scan of the main base here. So he's okay. You still have that. The robotics facility robo base on the way. So I think Legend K kind of knows he's on a bit of a timer here. 6 Marines head out here. They are going to try to get rid of this Adept. Okay, Adept kind of gets sacked. Naji knows he can't actually do anything about that. But yeah, here we go. A whole bunch of Marauders and some Marines. Naji's just aware that this is happening. This observer is perfectly placed. Sees that the move out time. Sees that there's no CC in the main base, and knows exactly how committed Legend K is to this. So I mean, Naji's in just a really, really good position here. Forge is on the way. Another gateway. Is 1 Colossus in production, and the second Colossus has just been hallucinated in. And yeah, I think once Legend K sees what's at the front here, I mean, if Naji was really concerned, you could throw down an extra shield battery, which I wouldn't mind. But yeah, here comes the Marauder Marine attack, and yeah, Legend K gonna just try micro as best as he can, try to keep everything alive, and yeah, takes out the pylon back. So there's not going to be any warpins coming in from the backside here, but pretty much most of the bio is gone. And Legend K just going to trust them back, but he is 20 workers behind. Yeah, Legend K just unfortunately gets cleaned up, and yeah, yep, like I say, yep, unfortunately Legend K gets cleaned up there. Naji just well aware of what was coming his way with that perfectly positioned observer, and yeah, that's going to be it for Legend K's tournament this week. It'll be good to see Legend K in a couple of weeks' time for the next cup, but yeah, Naji takes this very first series 2-0. Yeah, let's see if we have our next series up, or if we're going to be able to get into another series. Let's see. Yeah, looks like we're just going to try see who we can hop in with. Let's see. But in any case, we can just have a look at the bracket, and we can see how this has started playing out. Yeah, you can see we've got Legend K unfortunately getting the 2-0 loss to Najisu or Naji. Nath has taken a 2-0 over Aihatsu, so well, just barely missed the Night Phoenix Nath game. But yeah, we're currently waiting for the winner of HypeXS and GM Legenda going up against Mindle. Um, let's see. Apologies while I try get this sorted. Yeah, but we've got Geralt going up against Naji, which should be a pretty good game. Let's see. But yeah, going back to the bracket, we've got Rostock against Azura, so not sure if they've started. There's no reason for them to have not played their game, but nothing's been updated into the semi-finals, so we have nothing there yet. But let's see. Okay, looks like we're gonna just jump in with Geralt against Naji. Let's do that. And yeah, looks like we're just gonna be following Naji so far until we get another series. Nothing wrong. Gonna get some PvP action. I don't mind some PvP action. Anybody who knows this stream knows that I don't mind PvP. So we shall we shall see. Yep, and welcome. Welcome one, welcome all. Welcome one, welcome all. Just waiting for some vetoes to get done, and yeah, we shall have our next series on the way. So yeah, just bear with me as yeah, just bear with me as we get this games prepped. All right, first map's going to be Oceanborn, so not surprising that we have Not surprising that we have some very standard old maps. New maps, not the first choice of pretty much any player. Let me just see something. That's okay. Alright, so let's see. Let's see, are these guys ready? Everybody's ready. I'm ready. I hope you're ready. Yeah, but I'm pleased to bring you some StarCraft and as per usual some PvP, which I look forward to in many ways. For some reason, I just enjoy the chaotic nature of PvP, and yeah, let's jump into our next series, and maybe we will see some chaos, as we have in the bottom right hand corner for Starstorm Gaming, blue Protoss probes. That's Geralt. And his opponent in the top right for 3D Clan, in the top left for 3D Clan, it's a red Protoss player, Naji. Naji played a really good series, sort of like standard, and sort of like standard for a Protoss player. Unfortunately, Legend K sort of felt like he had it all to play for and went for one base strategy both times. And it didn't really pay off. Naji in the second game was just super aware, just had all the information with that observer, and yeah, just had the right build, just had the right basics. So yeah, Naji going for a gateway scout, Geralt going for the scout after the cyber core. So a little bit later, but nothing too crazy. Both players just going for the high ground wall off, and not something on the low ground, or just the same from both players really. Naji's probe finishes mining that mineral patch, and he's gonna steal 8 of is it 8 or 5? He's gonna steal 5 of Geralt's minerals and take them all the way home. Geralt's probe just still hanging around, being super annoying, as Geralt already begun prepping for a low ground expansion. So yeah, Geralt, yeah, with the pylon block, that would be a bit annoying for Naji. We'll see if Geralt decides if he's gonna let that finish up. Doesn't let it finish up, but he's going to leave it there for as long as possible and be super annoying. In the meantime, Geralt on the other side just sort of saving up now for... Oh, double adept. Geralt's gonna pick up the lone adept of Naji. The pylon does finish up here, so that's gonna be even more delay on Naji's expansion. But Geralt, yep, throws down the expansion of his own. I don't think Naji's expansion is gonna be too late. Almost has enough minerals banked up, and as soon as his pylon goes down, oh, Geralt even gets 3 probes. That's the probe that was about to build the Nexus, and yeah, Geralt just being super annoying. Naji, though, diligently closes up the door. Ooh, Geralt, maybe a little bit of a mistake there. Lets the Shade finish up, and yeah, Naji also lets the shield battery finish up. So both players. Oh, lucky for Naji, he actually has a probe on the low ground here, because Naji's kind of walled into his main base, which I mean isn't too much of a problem, but at the same time Geralt's going to be well aware of that. So, oh, and the Stalkers both pop and go inwards. So Stalkers just being prepared for any sort of Stargate shenanigans, of which there are none, but there's no way of Naji knowing that at the moment. So Naji just keeping Stalkers in the main base. You don't want to lose your mineral onto a couple oracles, and yeah, we shall see how this game turns out. We've got a robo facility on the side of Geralt, so observers on the way. And both players have blink on the way, but Naji still hasn't built a robo facility, so Naji long distance mining is natural. Ooh, I beg your pardon. Naji long distance mining is natural, so yeah. Oh, and goes for a really quick third base. I quite like this from Naji. I mean, if you're going to be a little bit behind, then cutting a few corners, playing a little bit greedy, trying to get your mining up on that third base is one way to get back into it. Geralt's no pushover, so the fact that there's going to be an immortal popping out now, and we'll probably see some more activity from that robo facility in a little bit. But both players with blink. Immortals here, I don't think, yeah, second Immortal on the way. Like I said, probably see some more activity out of that robo. I'd like to see Naji throw down a robo of his own, and or a Stargate, or commit to some sort of tech. But right now, Naji is just looking to sort of just build on what he's got at the moment, and yeah, Stalkers are moving around the map. Blink has completed for both players, so just looking for any sort of proxies and saying, hey, wait a second, what's going on here? What are you up to? Are you doing anything cheeky? Am I going to get caught out here? Naji has this pylon which is going to get taken out by these Stalkers, which he's going to tell Naji, okay, so you've got some units out on the map. Ooh, the blink forward is not such a good idea. So now you can't blink out. Blink has finished up, but here we go, some Stalkers from Geralt show up. They do manage to finish off one of the Stalkers of Naji, but the three managed to make it home. So yeah, three do manage to make it home. Naji is catching up in the worker count, which is good. He's mining off of 3 bases, but yeah, the robo facility is finishing up. Charge is about 2/3 of the way done, and there's 4 more gateways. Naji needs a whole lot of units, or a couple shield batteries, just to hold off what Geralt is throwing in here. So Geralt's throwing, okay, I've got a few Stalkers. Hey, look at me, I have a few Stalkers, and a couple more show up. Naji blinks forward. Geralt's going to blink a little bit backwards. There are a couple of Zealots in the front to tank here. Some of these Immortal shots are going to be good. Both Immortal shields have been popped, so they are going to start to take damage. But Naji's losing quite a few units here. I think some probes might have to be pulled in for the defense here. One of the Immortals, ooh, doesn't get taken out. Both of them in the orange at the moment. Naji almost getting rid of these Immortals, but now the blink forward comes from Geralt, and that's going to force Naji to just disengage for a moment, and this third base is going to start to take a bit of damage. A few more Zealots show up. They do have charge now, so that is going to allow them to close the gap a little bit, which is going to force the Stalkers to jump back. One of those Immortals gets taken out. Second Immortal's shield has regened and does get popped. Now some of the probes get pulled into this attack, but I don't think Naji has enough to defend this. I think keeping a couple of these Zealots back, letting the Nexus tank a little bit, but these Zealots are now just YOLOing in here. They're not going to get that Immortal. Some good micro out of Geralt, and yeah, it is going to be game 1 goes to Geralt. So yeah, nicely done. PvP can be something crazy, and yeah, we just saw Geralt play a pretty solid game, and unfortunately Naji just didn't have enough to hold that line. I mean, the Immortals staying alive with just a a few hit points every single time. A couple of those, you have two immortals and both of them go down into the orange. If that was any other way, if that was any other way, the one of the immortals goes down, and I think that Naji holds that defense. So yeah, unlucky. We yeah, we head off into a new map. Nice. First map was Oceanborn. Second map is going to be Crimson Court, and the third map is going to be Dynasty if we get there. Yeah, if we get there, which I wouldn't mind to see a 2-1, but if Nudge is gonna have to do it in this game, or else we're gonna see Geralt take the 2-0. Let's see if I can just adjust that slightly. Hopefully that makes a difference. Hopefully that makes a difference, but yeah, we get a new map, which I'm really excited for. I'm really excited to see what PvP meta looks like on the new maps, or if it's just going to be the Wild West and people are just going to be slinging proxies, and maybe we'll see some 2-star Game Phoenix. Who knows? But what I know is in the top right hand corner of Crimson Court, the red Protoss player for Sarstorm Gaming. Give it up for Geralt. His opponent in the bottom left, 3D Clan. It's Naji. Let's see. Let us see what this PvP has for us. Let's see what this PvP has for us. I hope this player in the bottom left can bring it back and take us to a game 3. I would very much like that. Okay. Now he went to go steal a cheeky little 5 minerals from his natural already. Geralt having a look here in his natural. Okay. Both players just having a look at the back of their mineral lines going, wait a second. Are you hiding something over here? Yeah, let's talk about the map a little bit. We have some gold minerals that block a vertical expansion pattern. Are protected by destructible rocks over here, so they are on both sides. So you would generally start with a triangle expansion pattern, but if both players decide they're going to mine out the gold minerals, you would then have access to these sort of back areas, 1, 2, 3, and then the same mirrored on the other side. So it is a Crimson Court kind of reminds me of that. It sort of has that like golden wall type feel to it, where you have mineable minerals that then grant you access to different parts of the map. So yeah, nice to see some of these maps making it into the map pool, and it's even better to see them making it into this tournament. Like, happy to see some new maps, and yeah, let's see how they turn out. Well, the Stalkers of Geralt do get the first shot, but Naji has a probe, which is going to, sort of help swing the tide here. Unfortunately, probe gets taken out, and Geralt, with just some solid micro, manages to keep both of his Stalkers alive in the yellow. One of Naji's stalkers is down to 3 health. A couple of depth show up here as well, so Geralt's even has a probe to tank. So here we go. Adepts do shade forward. Naji just manages to close the door just in time. Oh, one of Geralt's stalkers. Oh, a stalker for a stalker. Here we go. 2 more stalkers show up here for Naji, but he does lose another stalker. So Geralt survives with a stalker and an adept. Oh, and just pixels. Naji maybe just 1 or 2 pixels away from getting that the door closed. Unfortunately, the adept is still here. He's going to manage to get another probe. Oracle comes in here for Geralt and he's going to start to work through these probes. Let's have a look on the other side of the map. 7, 8, 9 probes so far. Unfortunately, Naji taking some serious damage. Geralt just in Naji's face at the moment. Not giving him a moment to breathe. Blink is on the way here for Naji, so Naji's stalkers aren't going to be completely useless, but Naji now knows that Geralt has an Oracle banked up in the back camp. Oh, the Oracle flies into... I was going to say Oracle flies into 3 stalkers, and that's just going to be a free donation, but nope, another Oracle shows up in the natural, and those 3 stalkers are going to have to pay attention somewhere else. Geralt is playing a pretty solid game, almost triple the workers of Naji, unfortunately, and Naji losing how many? 19 workers so far. There's honestly no real way that you come back from that in the PvP meta, and here we go. The rest of the main mineral line gets taken out. 6 workers remain. Naji's got a force on the other side of the map, and yeah, 15 probes go down, and yep, Naji's down to 2, 1. 1 more probe, and yeah, that's it. Naji has no more workers. Can make some probes, but here we go. Shield battery overcharge gets used. A couple warpins over here. All the probes for Geralt are now fighting. Naji would be good for if you targeted down those stalkers and not the probes, because the probes are just there to tank. Stalkers are still doing the damage. Okay, oracles do fly past. Naji is not going to get any of those. But Geralt with 36 workers still winding up in the main base. Naji with absolutely no workers and just a handful of stalkers and a dream. Blink forward. He's going to manage to get... Doesn't manage to get the stalker. Shield battery is just too good. Just mitigating the damage of those stalkers. Not having the magic number to one shot and completely take out the use of the shield battery. And yeah, there we go. GG gets called, unfortunately for Naji. Geralt just taxing him a little bit too much at home, getting a little bit too much damage, and that's going to be it. 2-0 to Geralt. Nicely played, Geralt, and unlucky Naji. Yeah, Geralt with a pretty good game number 2 there. Game 1 was a bit closer. But yeah, Geralt with a pretty solid game number 2 there. Just really just taxing Naji and just getting those favorable trades. Yeah, Geralt is playing a solid game. I like it. Naji, ooh, let me put the bracket up quickly. I want you guys to see this. Nice. So, if you have a look at the bracket, you see Geralt versus Rostock. Geralt versus Rostock is going to be our first semi-final. There we go. They've just invited me in. Life is good. Life is good when the people are ready to go. And we are almost ready. Yeah. So if you have a look, Geralt and Rostock's gonna be our first semi-final. So, kind of just following the upper part of this tournament, but we'll see. Night Phoenix is waiting in the semi-final for the winner of Mindle versus HypeXS. So, yeah. So we'll see when we can get these this first semi underway. Maybe we'll get the second semi to hold for us, depending on how long these games go. There we go. Oh, nice. Let's see. Let's see. There we go. Map vetoes of Rostock versus Geralt. This one's gonna be pretty good. Pretty good. Let me just say, it's always a pleasure to be here, casting cup for you guys, and yeah, it's always nice to have some games to cast. The don't mind me as I snack well. Snack while I get the chance before these while these vetoes are going, and before this PvP action kicks off. Sorry, I beg your pardon. PvT. So maybe I'm wrong. I could very well be wrong. It's okay. No, I think it's PvP. What am I? Let's see. Let's see. I'm getting these map picks in different chats. Let's see. Ooh. Okay. So we have a new map for the first map, and then two normal ones. So we're gonna get Ghost River up first, which yeah, gonna get Oceanborn, which is Oceanborn map number 2, and then third map, if we get there, is gonna be Alcyone. Between these two players, I kind of feel like we are going to get a game number 3. I'm just waiting for one more player. There we go. Oh. I'm going to get our own little bit of CSO representation in the semis, which I like. Shout out to Rostock for keeping this game going. Yeah, we are, looks like we're underway. A little bit of PvP, CSO, let's go. That's it. Ho. Oh man, I do enjoy the look of new maps. I mean, some of the players, well, a lot of the players definitely don't like playing on the new maps, but I do like the look of the new maps. So, yeah, let's head into this one in the top left-hand corner of Ghost River. Ooh, beg your pardon. I prefer it that way. In the top left-hand corner of Ghost River, there's a blue Protoss player or Team CSO. It's Rostock or Rostient. In the top right, you notice I said top and top. This is Ghost River. Both players spawn on the north side. It is a red Protoss player for Starstorm Gaming, Geralt. Yeah, the joys of these new maps. Both players spawning on the top side, which is good. Nice to see some variation as opposed to the diagonally based maps. Top right and bottom left, or top left and bottom right. They do get a little bit boring and monotonous, so it's good to see some variation to them. Here we have both players just sending out scouts. Geralt going for the gateway. Rostock sending out the scout after call. Nothing too untoward from these two players, and you'll see the timings of everything should be absolutely bang on. At this level, these players don't miss a beat. And yeah, we shall see how this series turns out. I'm really looking forward to it. So having a little bit of our own CSO representation. I mean, Geralt's no pushover. Looks like he's just going to be annoying as the pylon block. I mean, it is what it is. You kind of expect it at this level. Rostock's not doing the pylon block, but Geralt gonna cancel it and then just come back and start it again so that it just lasts it just that little bit longer. He does see that it's Stalker on the side of Geralt, so there's gonna be 2 adepts, so last second cancel there. Yep, Rostock gets his Nexus down just before Geralt does so. Even though there was that pylon block for a while. Ooh, Adept Shades are going to make their way in. There's no wall here, so far 2 probes go down. Force field to force these Adepts to go around, but yeah, Adepts are going to be super annoying. The Shade is going to make its way outside, and yeah, Geralt going to be just a bit annoying. Losing 4 probes isn't the biggest of deal, but you'd prefer to not lose any to the Adepts. The Shade does go in, does finish up, so the Adepts do manage to get 1 volley off, but that's going to be it. There's only going to be there's only going to be 6 in total. 6 probes that went down, which isn't great on the side of Rostock, but it's also not catastrophic. Oh, I like this hallucinated Oracle. Geralt just being a little bit cheeky and just saying, oh wait, he has an Oracle. Be very afraid of my little Oracle, which is yeah, pretty clutch. It is sort of like saying to Rostock, oh look, I've got a Stargate, whereas instead Geralt's going for a Robo, so we'll see what Rostock's response is going to be to this, or... We'll see what Rostock's response is going to be to this. Or... We'll see what Rostock's response is going to be to this. We'll see what Rostock's response is going to be to this. We'll see what Rostock's response is going to be to this. We'll see what Rostock's response is going to be to this. We'll see what Rostock's response is going to be to this. We'll see what Rostock's response is going to be to this. We'll see what Rostock's response is going to be to this. We'll see what Rostock's response is going to be to this. We'll see what Rostock's response is going to be to this. We'll see what Rostock's response is going to be to this. We'll see what Rostock's response is going to be to this. We'll see what Rostock's response is going to be to this. We'll see what Rostock's response is going to be to this. We'll see what Rostock's response is going to be to this. We'll see what Rostock's response is going to be to this. We'll see what Rostock's response is going to be to this. We how Rostock wants to play this out, because everything that Geralt has shown kind of looks like Stargate play, but there we go, another Oracle. Can be hallucinated in, and this is very clever. Rostock the first player to go up to 3 bases. Geralt not far behind though, so and Geralt is going to scout that, so pretty important information this. Geralt knows that Rostock's going up to 3 bases. Has the Oracle. The fact that the Oracle didn't tag, I think, might just say that it's not real, but I mean, you won't know until you know. So, yep, Rostock gonna move out. Just sort of feels like he needs to get something done at the moment, so yeah, he's gonna head out and there we go. Hallucinated Phoenix. He's okay. We have 4 Stalkers and 2 Sentries. I've got 6 Stalkers over here. Oh, a couple warped in Adepts. It's going to probably be too much. Turn the tide. Good Guardian Shield. Going to get good coverage over these units and mitigate some of that range damage. Blink for Rostock is done, so yeah, going to use that to keep a lot of these units alive. Geralt also has Blink, so he blinks forward. Pick off 2 of those Stalkers, but at the cost of both Sentries in the Stalker, so pretty even trade so far. Both players, Rostian's a little bit behind, Rostock a little bit behind in terms of workers, but that's the 6 workers that Geralt took out in the early game, so you can see both players not missing a beat in terms of worker production. Here's Geralt's just counter punch. Yep, there's the Guardian Shield of Rostock Burn, and yep, just going to look to mitigate a little bit of this damage. Rostock doesn't want to go too far away here. So there's double Adept in, so there's a one-shot potential on these probes, and finally one of those Adepts, finally one of the Adepts gets taken out, and these Stalkers do a really good job of body blocking, and that's going to be a clean up there, but still with another 6 probes going down, so Geralt doing a pretty good job of hurting the economy of Rostock, but Rostock still moving across the map, trying to be a little bit aggressive here. As yeah, it doesn't want to give Geralt all the breathing room in the world. He's taken out 12 of your workers, and you really don't. You know, he's taken out 12 of your workers, and you really don't want to just let a player with a 12 worker advantage run away with the game. First Immortal shows up here for Rostock, and okay. Force field goes down, shield battery overcharge gets used, so he's just going to disengage for a moment, fight outside of this range, as you don't really want to be taking fight within shield battery range. Geralt blinks forward, picks off the sentry, and there we go, Flock Nexus on the way for both players, so as I said, at this level they really don't miss a beat. Glad to see that Rostock's caught up in the probe production at the moment. Geralt's tapped off in terms of probes, close to 60 workers, so we'll see if Rostock's going to go a little bit over that, but right now Rostock needs to catch wind of this this move out here, because there's 3 Immortals and a Warp Prism, and a huge warping of charge slots. +2 is on the way for both players, but charge is about to finish. Charge finishes just as this attack starts. There's no shield battery here. Shield battery only started now, and it's going to take a little while before that comes into effect. Triple Immortal here for both for Geralt doing so good. Those charge lots get a huge surround on the Immortal of Rostock. That gets taken out really quick. Look at the army supply, almost double that. Now looking at triple that for Geralt, as these 3 Immortals are still pretty much untouched. That's going to be game number 1. Game number 1 goes to Geralt. Just a pretty solid... Okay, game number 1 goes to Geralt with a pretty solid opening, and just being a little bit annoying, almost selling the with those hallucinated with the hallucinated oracles, just sort of selling a different early game to Rostock, and then getting a little bit of, I mean, those 6 workers in the early game. I mean, it's not game-ending damage, but at the same time, it's it's not something you really want to think about, but Yeah, I mean it's 6 workers here and then another 6 workers in the mid game, and all of a sudden your opponent has 2 extra immortals, and you're not completely dead. But I think a couple shield batteries a bit earlier on. There weren't any shield batteries for the initial part of that engagement, and a couple shield batteries a bit earlier on, and that could have been a very different hold for Rostock. So yeah, I mean it kind of is what it is, and we just sort of GG and move on into the next game. And speaking of moving on into the next game, we've just loaded in. So in the top left-hand corner of Oceanborn, blue Protoss player for CSO, one of ours, it's Rostock. His opponent in the bottom right, the red Protoss probes for Starstorm Gaming once again, Geralt. Yeah, let's see. Let's see what this game number 2 has for us. We'll see. But these players, as I said in the beginning of the previous game, they don't miss a beat for their early games. So we're just gonna look to see. Yep, double gateway scout for both players. Yep, double gateway scout. Just gonna give each other half-halves. No half-halves when you cross your map on Oceanborn. Yeah, double gateway scout for both players. Oh, double gateway core. Oh, what an idiot. It's counting them vertically. Yeah, both players scouting off the core. I think it's to be expected. As yeah, there's nothing too untoward in this early game, so everything seems normal. There were 2 gateways. Yeah, Stalker from both. Losing my mind. Stalker from both players. As yeah, once again, Geralt goes for a little bit of a pylon block. Rostock throws down a shield battery. Trap that probe in here, and yeah, just gonna make sure that the probe doesn't make it out, which is yeah, a little bit cheeky, but at the same time, I mean, first blood goes to Rostock, so yeah, let's see. Pass me that, please. Thank you. Yeah, let's see if we get any like crazy deviations, or if anything. Yeah, looks pretty standard. Twilight out of both players. Expansions on the way. 3 minutes 14. Last pretty normal. If there is such a thing as normal in a StarCraft 2 game, this is what it would look like. So both players stacking up their probes. Good hallucinated Phoenix, just alerting Rostock to the fact that there are 4 Stalkers here. Stalker's gonna just be a little bit annoying, start to put some damage onto a pylon. Oh, Rostock! Yeah, Rostock, good marker. Moving that low HP Stalker to the back as, yep, 4 Stalkers against 4 Stalkers in a sentry. Ooh, loses a sentry. That's a little bit painful. Rostock had told that sentry to get back, but unfortunately a little bit body blocked by the Stalkers, and loses a sentry, which isn't ideal. But yeah, Rostock has already moved his probes onto the natural. Here we go. Geralt's probes are now gonna rally onto the natural, but Rostock just getting a slight little advantage in terms of mining there, but not the biggest of deals right now. Rostock throwing down their 3rd Nexus really quickly. Unfortunately, Geralt is going to catch wind of it, and yeah, Rostock either needs to get into position to defend, or is going to be a cancel. Will probably be a cancel. Is it going to be a cancel? We shall see. There's a probe ready to oh, Geralt. Looks like Geralt's just going to commit onto that Nexus. Couple Stalkers show up here to defend. 5 Stalkers to defend. Yeah, looks like Rostock's just going to have enough to get rid of this. It's going to be a recall. I think all of these units are going to get out. So 2 Stalkers in the sentry do manage to get out, and Rostock, you know, gets a little early game win there. Kills the first probe, gets first blood, and then gets to keep this Nexus alive. And this, I mean, the third Nexus for Geralt starts now, and that's a huge advantage here for Rostock. Rostock also killed quite a few units here. I mean, it wasn't for free, but you know, this is a game of you know, millimeters, and they slowly become centimeters. And in PvP, if you can get an advantage somewhere, it doesn't come at too much of a cost. I mean, you were going to go up to a third base anyway, so the advantage comes at not too much of a cost. So yeah, Rostock in a slight advantage, but here we go. The Immortal shows up, and this is going to be a huge boon to the defense of Geralt. A Stalker for a Stalker at the end of that trade. Rostock's still behind in probes, but is producing them 3 at a time. Geralt's third Nexus is underway. Still has a few more seconds to go, as we are going to see a deviation in terms of upgrades here. Geralt going for Glaives, Rostock going for the more common charge. Does have +1 as well. Rostock in a pretty good position in this game, number 3, and with 4 more gateways on the way. It does look to be it does look like he wants to pile on the pressure. The only thing I'm not too confident with, I mean, 4th base is on the way. Rostock seems to feel confident and feels like his head is. There's been no real production out of this robo facility. Let's have a look at the units. Nothing. 1 observer, and that's all that Rostock's used it for. Speaking of observer, yeah, the observer's here at home, doesn't want to lose to any sort of like DTs. Hallucinates the Phoenix, comes in, says, okay, so you're going for a 4th base. Nice, good for you, man. He's going to get taken out, and Geralt will probably throw down a 4th Nexus of his own. He's sort of banking up the money. It might be there. Yeah, 4th Nexus, not yet. Okay, but that's the only thing I really like for Geralt, is the fact that he has 3 Immortals already, 2 more gates. Glaives are on the way. Both players going up for +1. Okay, there is a War Prism on both sides, or in production on both sides. So Rostock making use of the robo. But I mean, Rostock's, I guess, is going for a huge gateway army, and you know, they're kind of just going to pass each other in the middle of the map, and who's going to catch wind of the move out first? Neither player seems to know. Rostock's pylon is giving him that early warning, but here we go. Here's this huge gateway army for Rostock, whose probes all going to move off to the bottom side. Rostock going to move into the natural as Geralt's knocking on the 3rd base of Rostock. Rostock's going straight up into the natural, into the main base. Oh, good force field at the top of the ramp there, but here we go. How's this going to turn out? First Nexus goes down, a couple of units split off here. Yeah, charge lots everywhere in Geralt's main base. Looks like there's going to be no recall out of either player. Both players just going to look to go for a full-on base trade here. There's a couple of depths here, but I mean, the charge lots of Rostock are doing a really good job of taking up the structures a bit faster than that of Geralt, I think. Okay, double pylon, not so bad here, but is there enough energy here for a recall? There isn't enough energy here for a recall, so both players kind of stuck on this Nexus. Okay, so the main Nexus goes down for Geralt. Geralt still has energy for a recall. No energy for a recall here on the main Nexus of Rostock. There's probably not going to be a recall here, so unfortunately Rostock has to walk home. Both players kind of have to walk home, but Rostock has 14 probes, Geralt has 9. This is a a base trade, the PvP. You see, this is what we're here for. This is what we live for. Nice. Geralt's just working his way through the main base of Rostock. Rostock has stopped attacking, so Rostock says, hey, wait a second. I feel like I can fight you. I feel like I have to fight you. Having a look at the army, there's 19 charge lots. Where are the 19 charge lots of Rostock? Okay. 19 charge lots of Rostock are there. The hallucinated Phoenix going out here, so... Ooh, Rostock has no probes. Rostock's in a really bad position here. With no probes and no nexus, Rostock isn't able to build any sort of building anywhere, so... yeah, Geralt is in a better position now. I thought Rostock kinda had this one, but now... I feel like Geralt has what he needs in order to... Oh, Rostock has a nexus. Oh, but he's supply blocked. Oh no. Rostock has a nexus, but he's supply blocked, so... yeah, once Rostock loses enough units, he'll be unsupply blocked, and he'll be able to... he'll be able to build a probe, but yeah, Geralt is taking Rostock's main base, and yeah, here we go. We have both players kind of at a standoff here, but I think once this Nexus finishes up here, Geralt's going to be in a much better position. Rostock is now aware. Rostock's now aware that Geralt is building a Nexus in his main base, and yeah, both players kind of in a standoffy position. Here we go, observers.
Base is under attack.
Does Rostock see the observer? Oh, Rostock's gonna lose his observer. Oh no, Rostock loses his observer, and yeah, we still have 2 charge lots working through all the structures in his main base. And Geralt has resumed mining. Oh, Rostock just elevating all his charge lots up into the main base here, and this could prove to be pretty clutch. Geralt throwing down some shield batteries. That's the right call. Yeah, Rostock gonna move in. Charge lots at the top. All these stalkers are gonna blink in. Here we go. Here's the main engagement. This is probably gonna be the last fight of the game. Good force fields here from... Not too sure, but there's some great force fields. But it looks like Rostock just has too much. All the immortals get taken out. How many charge lots do we have? 2 charge lots left. Those are the 2 on the other side. We've got stalkers fighting at depths. The depths have shaded forward. It's gonna force a little bit of retargeting. The stalkers, Rostock just have enough, and that's going to be it. After a very much a nail-biting scenario there, we have Rostock evening up the series and taking us to a game 3. Whew, I just need to catch my breath for that one, because yeah, yeah, Rostock making that decision to elevate up all of those charge lots was probably the game-winning move. Being able to come in from the side, I mean, the force fields were great to block the ram. Was great, but obviously the stalkers have blink, and yeah, the stalker's just able to blink past. Let's see. Yeah, and yeah, Rostock just doing making the correct decision. Yeah, Rostock just making the decision to get those zealots up there, and yeah, it was a pretty convincing fight and very. Yeah, very good decision making there, and a well-earned W on the board, taking us to match point, and quite possibly getting some CSO representation in the finals. But yeah, he has to. Yeah, Rostock's gonna have to get through his opponent one more time in the bottom left for Sarstorm Gaming Geralt. And top right, CSO, it's Rostock. Rostient. But his name's Rostock to me, so his name shall always be Rostock. So yeah, let's see how this final map of the first semi-final turns out. Wow. Let's see how the final map of the first semi-final turns out, because yeah, we got our semi-final. The second semi-final is Night Phoenix against Mindle. I mean, I didn't want to say anything, but I kind of expected Mindle to make it through. I mean, at the 2-0, I have no idea how the games looked, but my money would have been on Mindle, but I didn't want to rule out Hype XS, so yeah, Mindle versus Night Phoenix, that series is going to kick off, but we'll see if we can catch that. Well, it's just about to start, so we'll see if we can catch that game 2 or even possibly game 3. Otherwise, we'll just be following the winner of this into the finals. But yeah, we shall see who goes through, and hopefully, as I said, hopefully we can get a map or two of that series. Because we'll see how long this one goes. Both players definitely not looking to tap out early. So in the last map, and both players definitely having the opportunity to win it. So yeah, pretty good. We shall gear up with the classic last minute cancellation. Nexus is slightly later than that of Rostock, but I mean it's nothing too crazy. Rostock is continuing to produce sentries. I beg your pardon. Geralt producing sentries, but Rostock's going into two stalker, two sentry. The adepts of Geralt not going to get in this time. Rostock lost too many units in the first series, and I think Geralt just caught him out as sort of one of those like a break check, but it's just one of those things where you like it's like a skill check. Unfortunately, Rostock just forgot to have a probe at the door, and yeah. I quite like this. Okay, we have something very cheeky happening. As the double, let's say double depth gonna make its way in. Some good force fields here from Rostock. Gonna just limit that to 2 probes. Oh, even the war pins are clutch here. Rostock using the war pins to sort of shield off the retreat of the adepts. The adepts was trying to get around the nexus to get some more probes, but 2 probes go down, and that's really clutch. But unfortunately, Rostock doesn't have a robo facility just yet, and you guys can see the production tab. You guys can see what's on the screen. So we if there's one way to lose a PvP game, this is going to be it. Unfortunately, Rostock's just not aware of what's going on at the moment. Great hallucinated Phoenix here by Geralt is just saying, hey, wait a second, this is a right call. You're not going to be prepared for this. If there was a Stargate, there could be an Oracle. If there's a Robo facility, there could be an observer, but unfortunately the Robo facility starts. 2 DTs on the way. This is going to cut it very fine, but I'm sure there are going to be quite a few probe losses and quite a bit of lost mining time. We'll see if Rostock is. Ooh, Rostock's also moving out. It's got a 3rd Nexus on the way. First DT shows up. Oh, 1 DT in the main, 1 DT in the natural. This feels super bad for Rostock. Robo facility's not done yet. 4 probes, 6, 7 probes. Oh man, this feels so super bad. 10. Yeah, you should not be using this amount of probes in the early game. I mean, Rostock's on the other side. He's going to kill this 3rd Nexus, but it's the 3rd Nexus worth the. Okay, Observer shows up. Observer pops now, and okay, he's going to get kind of cleaned up. Obviously, Rostock doesn't want to just leave the game when there's everything to play for. This is tournament line. This is your position in the finals. Okay, uses a hallucinated Phoenix. He's going to blink up into the main, starting to do some probe damage of his own. But I think the army here for Geralt might just be enough. Okay, so Sentry gets taken out relatively quickly. Good target fire here from both players. Just targeting one stalker at a time. We'll see, can Rostock do it? Okay, I mean, there's a few stalkers get left behind, and as the dust settles, Geralt's got double the work count. He does have a 3rd Nexus on the way. Rostock does have a 3rd Nexus producing probes already, so Rostock's really got a lot to play for here. Oh, man, there's still a DT running around in the main. Rostock has got it all to play for here. He's playing catch up, quite far behind in workers, and obviously got caught out a little bit with these DTs. I was gonna say, like, when you're in the finals and you're going PvP, you kind of have to say, what can I lose to quickest? What's going to kill me first? And I feel like that Robo facility was just a little bit too late. Here we go. Here's the move out from Geralt. We'll see if Rostock is able to hold this, then great. But I think there might just be a few too many stalkers here. Good Guardian Shield there. I don't think that gets credited enough. Good Guardian Shield. He's going to take a little bit of damage off of these stalkers. But there we go. Another stalker gets taken out, and the blink out from Geralt is it's just going to be too much. I think Rostock's had a look at his probe count and just says, "Oh man, that's just how it goes." Unfortunately, the Robo was just a little bit late, and yeah, Geralt was just a little bit too crisp there. And Geralt is going to be our first player into the finals. Knocks out the Protoss player from Team CSO, Rostock. Unfortunately, well done to you, my dude. Stick around for the 3rd place playoff. But yeah, Geralt is going to be the first person moving on into the finals. Whew. All right. Well, I mean, yeah, not too surprising there. DTs can do that. We saw it on the production tab, and that Robo facility was just a little bit too late for Rostock, and unfortunately, that's how the cookie crumbles. Yeah, that's how the cookie crumbles. Looks like we're just gonna have to hang 10 for a little bit as we Night Phoenix and Mundell play their first game. This Yeah, we're just gonna hang on. They've been in there for about 10 minutes, so I mean it could go on for another 20, or it could be over in a few seconds. So we're just gonna have to hang 10, anyways. Yeah, how's it going? Oh, beg your pardon. I had a very huge sneeze brewing there, and I managed to turn my mic off just in case. So yeah, how's it going? How's it going, everybody? Where about in New Zealand you from, Psycho? Ah, beg your pardon. Yeah, so pretty solid series there from both players, and as I say, kind of sad to lose Rostock, but you know, I mean that is the nature of the beast. That is the nature of the beast. And yeah, this is cup number 68. Nice to have everybody joining us, and shout out to any new viewers. If you haven't already, give us a follow. If you follow us on Twitter or X, you'll get notified when we go live with a new series. Next week we got Contender, which is our MMR capped series. Which is our MMR capped tournament, which if you haven't seen, it's really not a bad not a bad one. So if you're around next week, same time, same place, yeah. Ooh, okay, so we have our second semi-final. Game number 1 did go to Knight Phoenix, and yeah, his opponent is this player in the top right-hand corner of Ghost River. For Starstorm Gaming as well. It is Mindle VK, and Knight Phoenix, or Meow, the account is playing under. Plays for Team Astro in the top left. So yeah, Meow or Knight Phoenix. I might interchange those throughout the cast. Might change those. won the first game. Absolutely no idea. No idea how that one went, but okay. Someone definitely has something to say. It looked like Night Phoenix is going for a proxy, and Mindle kind of knew what was going on. That's just kind of based on how the map has been explored. Night Phoenix sort of came straight here, and then actually no, maybe not. It looks like Meow was going for a proxy, and Mindle sort of knew what was going on. That's what I'm hoping for. But double stalker show up, and are going to be able to kill that probe relatively quickly. That one's not going to survive. So first blood goes to Meow. On the probe of Mindle, he's going to be able to throw down the pylon on the other side. So I think Mindle might just look to get some reinforcements, and just to be pretty aggressive here. There we go, pylon finishes up. I'm expecting 2 more stalkers to warp in. Stalker fight is gonna slowly start to happen here. I need the player wanting to the stalkers were warped in at home. They fast warp in, as not too sure if Mindle's going to commit to a here we go. First blood goes to Mindle VK. Meow's going to lose. Oh, that's 2 stalkers, but I think in this next engagement, Meow is the one that has the volley advantage. There we go. Stalker is going to chase down this low HP stalker, but another 2 stalkers show up here for Meow. Looks like Mindle's just going to get... Oh! Wow, Mindle just gets the kill on that last stalker. Feels kind of bad. Also has no idea that there's this pylon here. And there's Meow. Did want to do this proxy earlier, so here we go. There's a gateway building, so these are going to be the 2 slow warp-ins, but I think the next series of warp-ins is going to be fast. So Mindle not doing the same, just going for the slow warp-ins on this side of the map, but back home to defend. Mindle's going to have an immortal pretty soon. So here we go. 3 stalkers versus 2. I mean it's just my maths isn't the greatest, but that's going to work. Now there's 5 versus 2, but there is an immortal, so that's going to play a huge part here. But this adept shade is going to finish up. It's not going to be able to get through there. Meow just extremely diligently has the probe there to block. Something we saw from Rostock missing in the first game of his series, but yeah, Meow has the probe there to block a couple stalkers. And it is going to be a shield battery once again. Here we go, a little bit of a surround here, but not too crazy. It's 3 adepts, and okay, now the immortal shows up, and Mindle's attack just got a little bit stronger. Here we go, another stalker and a sentry get warped in here. Stalkers are just going to look to focus down this immortal. Good force field there. Is going to stop this immortal from getting out. Gets taken down, and yeah, with that shield battery in the wall here, those adepts aren't going to be able to get in there to force Meow to move all around here. The shield battery finishes up, and okay, it is going to get used to sort of heal up these units, but here we go. Meow is going to have to open that wall just if he wants to get mobility around his bases. Does have this proxy, which I don't think has been seen yet. Yep, has not been seen. So here we go. Meow is actually going to find this forward pylon, and he's going to say, okay, I've got that one covered, cool. I'm going to throw another one down, which I quite like. It's like, okay, well, you found mine. You found my one pylon. Haha, I have another one. Mindle just has no idea that there are fast warp-ins on his side of the map. And okay, that was one. That was only one stalker, but I mean, Blink is going to be done in a few seconds here for Meow, and all of a sudden that becomes a huge boon to Meow's mobility. Okay, it doesn't looks like there's a double immortal here, but one of them is hallucinated, which Meow is and gets the first shot onto the immortal. I mean, that hallucinated immortal is so clutch right now for the defense for Meow. There we go, double adept is going to shade forward. Mindle is okay. It's going to force a full recall here. I mean, that hallucinated immortal super clutch. Super clutch. And now Mindle's going to come down and say, okay, wait a second, you have to have something here. And hasn't found it. Oh, he's going to have a look on the low ground. But, yeah, we'll see if Mindle manages to find this proxy or... Yeah, he's going to find it now. Here we go. Okay, so the double immortal gonna pick off these stalkers. Okay, Mindle's focusing down on the pylon. Ooh, but unfortunately Meow is right here. He's gonna force a recall. Mindle does manage to get his units out just in time, but this gateway has now been unpowered. Meow. So if Meow wants to get it repowered, or if we're just going to hallucinated Phoenix gonna be useful to help these stalkers jump up into the main base here. Here we go. Immortal did get recalled up into the main, and it's already taking damage. Shields are gone. The shield gets popped, and it's already taken some shield damage. Yep, Meow gonna focus down the forge and say no +1 for you, mate. +1 ground weapons denied. Here we go. Stalkers blink forward. They are targeting down the Immortal. Now there are more stalkers, and I think Meow actually has the numbers here to fight in the main base of Mindle. There's nothing going on the other side. Mindle needs to defend. There we go. Stalkers are blinking out slowly. Yeah. Mindle says, you just have too much here in my main base. Our worker count is still fairly even, but Meow up to 3 bases already, and that's going to be it. Meow takes game number 2, knocks Mindle down into the 3rd place playoff, going up against Rostock, but Meow gonna head off into the finals to play against Geralt. Well done. Meow against Geralt. This is going to be one for the ages. PvP finals, unsurprisingly. Well, that doesn't mean unenjoyable. So, yeah, PvP finals. Let's give these players a few moments to get ready. I'm just going to put on the Legacy of the Void cinematic just as a quick 2.5 minute break, and we shall be back in a few minutes. Don't go anywhere. We've got CSO Cup 68 finals coming right up.
The swarm brought ruin to our world. Our proud people became refugees. And yet, they could not shatter our unity. For we are bound by the Kala, the sacred union of our every thought and emotion. Today, we retake our homeworld. And with it, our legacy.
Alright, so I am back. The players are vetoing. We've had a little request and I've made an executive decision, and hopefully I don't get in trouble for this executive decision. But we have a request and both players are happy to go for it. The first game will be played ZVT and then it will be PvP for the remainder of the finals. Let me see if I'm not going to get in trouble quickly. Am I going to get in trouble? Let's see, let's see. Oh, I might get in trouble. Hold on. Hold on, hold on. So I'm not going to get in trouble because they are happy to play the same maps. So cool. So yeah, unfortunately the rules are the rules. So there's yeah, that's how it's gonna be. PvP finals, here we go. Best of 5. Meow vs Geralt, not Phoenix vs Geralt. Astro vs Ice Storm. Would be yeah. Unfortunately the rules are the rules and that's just how it goes. Yeah, we have the maps decided and it's going to be game number 1, Alcyone. Let's hop right in the bottom left hand corner of Alcyone. Red. Okay.
The swarm brought ruin to our world.
Never mind. Let's try this again. Let's try this again. Okay, first map is Oceanborn, then Golden Aura, then Alcyone, then Amphion, and if we get to a game 5, we've got crimson. Let's try this one more time. Countdown is finished, and we are going. It's on the way. Oceanborn. Dun dun dun. And we shall begin in the same order. In the bottom right hand corner this time for Starstorm Gaming, the red Protoss player Geralt. His opponent in the top left for Team Astro, the Protoss player Meow. So yeah, let's see how this I'm glad you guys are seeing this. I don't know if this constitutes as match fixing. Just joking. But seem to have a gentleman's agreement. We shall see. We shall see what how this game turns out. With a little bit of an agreement between these players. So yep. Meow opening up a Stalker Sentry. Geralt going Stalker. We'll see if Geralt's able to do the same. Meow actually doing the same thing that Rostock did to lock this probe inside. It's gonna get since the update, sentries do some good damage to Protoss units. Before they used to do a very kind and therapeutic tickle. They actually do some damage, which is good to see. Good to see the change has been made, and it's all made more effective in the matchups that matter. So, yeah, Geralt gonna move across the map with his two Stalkers. Meow is going to be well aware that two Stalkers are here. Double Sentry and a Stalker, not going to be the most ideal defensive combination that Meow could come up with, but yeah, triple Sentry and a Stalker. Kind of need that Stalker at the front to do tank business, but Meow unfortunately not getting the force fields correct, and there's a little bit of a waste of energy there, unfortunately. But yeah, double adept show up, and here we go. The shade of the double adept is now going to run forward, and yeah, Meow, unfortunately, without a probe in the wall, is going to be forced to pull all the way back. It puts this pylon in jeopardy, and that's going to be a dead pylon. Now Meow gets a probe in the wall and closes the door. And yeah, Geralt's going to be forced to head home. Double adept is going to hang around, and just going to see if they can get the shade in. Yeah, not missing a beat, and is just going to make sure that door gets closed. The gateway finishes up as Blink is about 2/3, about 40% halfway now for Meow. On the side of Geralt, it's about a third, but yeah, both players just sort of feeling each other and making sure that you Dot your I's and cross your T's. Yep, oh, double the depth is going to finish up in the natural. Probes do get pulled in here. 2, 3 probes land up going down. There's the 4th one. Probes are really not good at killing the depths. 5 probes land up going down. It's not the start Meow wanted, but you know what? It is what it is. You could take that on the chin and move forward. 5 probes. You do lose your reinforcing pylon in the front lines, which isn't ideal. But yeah, once again we see Geralt just not missing a beat with the robo production. Second immortal on the way out, actually getting a little bit of a, I think I've got a little bit of a chrono boost I heard there. So here we go, Stalkers do blink up. They are not going to get this Twilight, so unfortunately that isn't going to deny the blink of Geralt, but we have some sentries and Stalker moving into the natural of Geralt. A good force field on the ramp stops the immortals and stuff from coming down, but yeah, Geralt just with a pretty good defense. And yeah, just a sort of lane chase, just pushing Meow back. There we go, some blinks from both players, just trying to get out of there and trying to get as much damage done as possible. Yeah, the Stalker's kind of just hanging out on this high ground here for Meow, and here we go. The double immortal is going to come join the Geralt's forces here at the front, and there we go. The shield gets popped on one of the immortals, but here we go. Stalkers move forward, leave some space for the immortals to come in and get some damage done. And Geralt seems to just have enough here. I mean, the double immortal just adding so much firepower to this army of Geralt. That here we go. There's just not much that Meow can do. There's a shield battery being built on the front lines, but these 6 Stalkers, here we go, Probe get pulled in 6, 9 Stalkers, 7 Stalkers now for Meow, as one of the Immortals is not going to go down in red health. We saw Geralt do this in the previous series, and yeah, keeping those Immortals alive, having that extra firepower is just going to be enough for Geralt, and he's going to take map number 1. Geralt just so diligent on the immortal production, and yeah, we've seen it time and time again. We've seen it time and time again, and we just see the benefit, the power of having the double immortal in there, and just with some really good micro keeping the immortals alive. I mean, if like I said last time, if you manage to knock one of those immortals out, I think the chances of surviving go up exponentially. But with good micro keeping the immortals alive and spreading the damage out across both of them, you know, your chances of the attack being successful increase exponentially. So the longer those units stay alive, the better it is for the aggressor. So yeah, well done to Geralt, keeping those alive, making them and bringing them in the first place, and yeah, getting the first points on the board. Speaking of first points in the board, in the top left-hand corner of Golden Era, the man who has that point, the Protoss player for Starstorm Gaming, is Geralt. And in the bottom right-hand corner for Team Astro, a red Protoss player. He played bad, but he definitely needs to bring it back. It's the red Protoss player, Meow, otherwise known as Night Phoenix. Just playing with this account as Meow. So just reading the chat. Alright, well, do we have here? Nothing crazy. 2 gateways, cybernetics cores. Meow hiding is. Second pylon out. Pretty close to home, so Geralt's gonna get in there and see. Hey, wait a second. You're missing your second pylon, man. What? Where's your second pylon? Because my third pylon's in your main base. And let's see what Geralt can do, because there's still no scout. Here we go. Here's the scouts on Meow, which I think might give Geralt a little bit of a warning, like, hey, wait a second. That's not the correct timing. Geralt scouting for that pylon on the south side of the map, but is not looking for it in the right place. Meow with the pylon block, which isn't too crazy. But the Stargate in the main is quite nice. Unfortunately, Geralt has this hidden pylon in the corner here that Meow has absolutely no idea of, and we'll see if Geralt's going to be able to make use of that, or if that's just going to be a hard stop moment for Meow when he eventually sees it. So yeah, Meow's got this rally point set more up here, which is definitely for an Oracle. And I think with that rally point set, as soon as the Oracle pops out, you'll see, wait a second, you cheeky little bugger, you put a pylon in my main base. So we'll see if Geralt's able to use it. Oh, it's a Phoenix. We'll see if Geralt's able to use it before this unit pops out, or if Meow's heart rate's just going to elevate momentarily. Yeah, let's see the player cams. Oh, Phoenix. Phoenix has popped out and then went to the natural. I think that a rally point was for an Oracle, and then Meow decided to go with a Phoenix. Yeah, here we go. Geralt gonna be able to use the warp in now, or the pylon now, as there are 4 stalkers here just chilling, waiting for an Oracle to fly by. That's not coming. So yeah, double adept in the main base. Now Meow catches one of these this pylon in the main. As yeah, Phoenix, 2 probes go down, so that's not too bad. 4 stalkers do move into natural, but they're not going to be able to get anything done. Double adept for Meow shade across the map, and yeah, this pylon's going to get cleaned up. But yeah, Geralt put a pylon of his own on the other side of the map. Not too sure if Geralt saw the pylon of Meow. Yeah, the shadows. Double adept at Meow, not going to be able to shade into the main, as Geralt just diligently has a probe in the wall. I mean, you'd prefer the probe to be mining, but at the same time, prefer the probe to be mining, but at the same time, prefer to not lose 6 probes to adept in the blink of an eye. So yeah, we go triple Phoenix. Is going to be able to move up into the natural here. We'll start to lift up the probes. 1, 2, go down. I don't mind the. I quite like Phoenix playing PvP meta. Here we go. 1 Phoenix just kind of just lagging behind, obviously, the late edition. But here we go. Geralt seeing the Phoenix. So it says, you know, your robo is going to be your robo is going to be quite late. Meow saying my bad, no DT. Interesting. And Geralt, quite rightly so, says it's the second game. So, but there was an agreement that you could use DTs to get to Archons, so it's okay. The robo's done, and we should probably see the. There we go. Robo's done, and we see the observer getting chronoed out. Double observer, actually. Let's see. Yeah, double observer getting chronoed out. 1 for the front, 1 for the other side of the map, and yeah, Geralt's got a couple stalkers on the other side of the map, and there we go. Observers around, and yep, DT gets taken care of. So does the pylon on the other side of the map. So both players going for their third base expansion. The Nexus of Geralt is significantly faster, but that's probably because Geralt's on the other side of the map being the aggressor, so you want to go forward with your behind it. So there we go. Now I'm going to look to cut off the retreat here. Here we go. Geralt with the blink in. Now going to force recall. One stalker. Okay, so he loses 2 stalkers. Not that crazy, but Geralt's third Nexus is done and is producing. So yeah, Geralt going to be significantly ahead in terms of the economy for a little while. But yeah, this second game is turning out to be something really good. I do like the fact that Meow is producing Immortals now. I mean, Geralt just showed the strength of the Immortals in the first game. The 4 Phoenix hit squad is going to be pretty good because there's really not too much here at home to defend. There's 2 Stalkers. I mean, the Phoenix could look both of them, but by the time those 2 die, there'll be more Stalkers. So there we go. Yeah, Stalkers blink into the mineral line, and that's going to keep them safe. As yeah, there's triple adept, just chilling. You can see Geralt just starting to take an advantage, economic advantage in terms of probes. Yeah, we can see the income difference. Geralt just ahead by a couple hundred in both minerals and gas. Here we go. Phoenix pop up into the main. They are going to start to even out the probe count. Here we go. 6, 8 probe kills. Pretty good. Doesn't lose Phoenix. So good job by Meow to even out the probes as well as get his third Nexus online. Geralt just on a hunt. He wants these Phoenixes. Here we go. Oh, so many blink stalkers. They do blink forward. Oh, they get 1 Phoenix, but the blink has been used, and luckily for Meow, he's going to be able to get these out. Name isn't Night Phoenix for nothing. It's Meow, but it's Night Phoenix. Here we go. A couple extra cannons coming up here. Meow looking to play a bit more defensive here. Geralt's 4th Nexus is on the way with 3 more gateways. Meow going for the robo support bay, and going for the robotics bay. As yeah, looks like Geralt is going to look to put a bit of pressure on here. Nope. Or is he just going to rally all these units and then look to put some pressure on? A couple more Phoenix have been added in here. There's a Colossi on the way, but I kind of feel like as soon as Geralt sees the Colossi, it's going to get jumped on. But I mean, the cannons and shield batteries defensively. Meow is sort of hunkering down here. Geralt has the army and kind of has free roam on the map. There we go. 3 Stalkers get picked up as you know, the 3 Phoenixes try to work in. A couple Stalkers shoots them down. So Geralt loses a few more units than he really would like to, but the advantage to the Phoenixes is that they're able to pick up those Stalkers and then just keep them locked in place. So there we go. Good pick up there by Geralt. There's 2 Stalkers do get picked up. 2 Phoenixes land up going down, and we'll probably see a third Phoenix does go down. So that's a nice pick up there by Geralt, whose 4th Nexus is done and is 5 probes on it already. Chronoing out the probe production 4 at a time, +2 about to finish up there for Geralt, +1 only finishing up now for Meow. So Geralt's going to have a huge window where he has an upgrade advantage, but yeah, there we go. That's what I think would happen to those Colossi is the Stalkers would see them and the Colossi would just get blinked on. But here we go, the huge blink forward as there's 4 Immortals and a Colossi here. There's a few Stalkers here. Warp Prism for Geralt is going to do a huge charge load warp in as we look to see who's going to take the advantage here. Charge lots are going to be able to cancel this 4th base, so Geralt's going to be in a much better economic situation. As up 10 workers, but Meow has managed to hold on. Meow has managed to hold on, and here we go with an observer and some blink stalkers. Meow's going to be in trouble with these stalkers heading up into the main base here. There's not much at home to defend. Okay, there's a couple Immortals coming back here. Oh, I beg your pardon. A couple of Immortals coming back. Here we go, Immortals and some Adepts. Oh, that pylon gets taken out. 2 gateways in the Cyber Core get unpowered. There's a bit of a poke in here. Oh, that was a kill, not a cancel, I think. Yeah, that was a kill, not a cancel. Oh, unlucky for Meow losing that fourth nexus, not cancelling it in time. Geralt just being a bit too cheeky, and yeah, just pulling Meow's attention to one side and to the other side. So yeah, Geralt up a couple workers here. There's a double immortal. Geralt just being so super annoying. Unfortunately for Meow, just not able to repower these two gateways in Cybercore, so he's just forced to build other stuff. That he probably wouldn't like to build, but oh yeah, we go Geralt walking his stalkers into 5 colossi. Wow, let's have a look at the units tab. 5 colossi, 4 phoenixes, 3 immortals. Meow just has such a hard hitting, immobilizing force, but yep, Geralt on the other hand has a 12 worker advantage and has been up on a mining 4th base for quite a while. There we go. Probes heading over to start taking a 5th, and Geralt has map control, has kept Meow, I won't say pinned at home, but has made Meow question whether or not he wants to move out. So yeah, Geralt playing a really solid game number 2 here. Meow also doing his bit, doing his bit, keeping his head cool. Here we go, Warp Prism into the main. Okay, Warp Prism not into the main. Geralt deciding this isn't the moment. Meow's main force is just protecting the 3rd/4th base. A lot of phoenixes here, adepts, some stalkers. This is just gonna lift up most of this army. There we go. A few of the stalkers pick up the phoenixes holding up the stalkers, but yeah, Meow pushing these units back, and would probably do well to posture around this 5th base location just to be able to secure that. Oh, huge warping into the main base here of DTs. DTs is actually the main base. 50 DTs in it with Geralt. These DTs do so much damage. No carrier transition here for Meow. I mean, DTs. Oh, okay, so there is going to be a successful carrier transition, I think. Fleet beacons being rebuilt. Yeah, Fleet Beacon being rebuilt right now. The Stargate's going to get repowered, so the carrier transition is going to happen. Excuse me. 2 more Stargates on the way. So 5 Archons, 10 Stalkers getting warped in here for Geralt, as we look to sort of be heading into some late game compositions here. I think the real boon here for Geralt is the fact that he's up 13 workers, has a 5th base mining, so there's gases 9 and 10. Unfortunately for Meow, Meow's kind of pinned back on 4 bases at the moment, hasn't been able to posture forward in any way to take a 5th base. Geralt has gone to check. Okay, you don't have the gold in the corner, so this keeping you pinned back on 4 bases is how Geralt's going to win this. Good purification over, picks up all of those death. Now we've got some Archons positioned at the front. Oh, Phoenixes are going to lift up these, I beg your pardon. Oh, here comes a huge concave here, but there's only Colossi left here for Meow. I think Geralt just has too much. The Blink Force of the Stalkers over here is just going to get... Okay, not going to pick off the last Colossi, but the Phoenixes will try to make it over that dead space to get some damage into the 3 Colossi of Geralt, but I think Geralt just has too much here. Okay, so I mean, there's 1 carrier here. There's 4 more carriers in production. One's about to finish up now. Plus 3 ground weapons has been done for Geralt for quite some time. He's had the upgrade advantage, but here we go. Geralt gonna move in with these Blink Stalkers. Blink Stalkers moving forward. They are starting to pick up these carriers. Just having a little bit too much, man. This is a little bit too much for Meow to deal with, and yep. Geralt gonna take game 2, and it is going to be match point, which feels kind of bad because Meow didn't play too badly, but Geralt's just been in his face, man. The whole of that game number 2, Geralt. The whole of game number 2, Geralt was just like no, and yep. Unfortunately for Meow, just getting pinned back like that. I don't know when last Meow saw Geralt's main base or had any sort of activity on the other side of the map, so it feels kind of bad for him, but Geralt is playing playing a pretty solid game. I'm just watching the replay back there. Geralt is maxed out. Meow just chilling at like 160 supply. I mean, a lot of Geralt supply was in production, but yeah, there was a really awkward fight around that dead space area, and yeah, yeah, a good game. Yeah, a good game by Geralt, and I think he just deserves to be up 2-0 at the moment. So Meow kinda just has to bring it back here. I'd like to see him put a point on the board and just slowly start to get some momentum. You know, probably do good for his confidence to get a point on the board, or to be a little bit aggressive. I think maybe Meow was thrown off by the DTs, but not too crazy, because yeah, he saw the Dark Shrine, and the agreement was you can use the Dark Shrine to make DTs. You can use DTs to make Archons, so it's not as if it was against the gentleman's agreement, but it is what it is. Meow, unfortunately, down 2-0. And down 2-0, it's this man in the bottom left hand corner for Starstorm Gaming. On match point, it's Geralt. Opponent in the top left is looking to get a point on the board and get some momentum flowing. The blue Protoss player for Team Astro. Meow. Okay. Well, at least we all get a little bit of breathing room as the we just get this game set and underway. We've got yeah, nothing too exciting happens in the first 2 minutes, but nothing too exciting happens in the first 2 minutes of a PvP, unless someone's building something out on the map, which they aren't. I get to have something to drink. And I'm going to make myself comfortable, because I kind of feel like Night Phoenix is going to bring this one back, and we're going to have a CSO Cup finals worthy for the ages. Either way, Protoss OP, and we're going to be either way, Protoss OP, and we're going to have yet another Protoss winner, so which is unsurprising. Geralt's very cheeky. He's going to come in here and have a pile-on block. Not that it's going to slow the expansion down, because I think I beg your pardon. I think Meow has 2 more stalkers on the way, so I don't think it was his plan to take that expansion too quickly, but either way, Meow has a gateway on the other side of the map. And there's gonna try to get some damage in. We have a probe just hanging out, 4 stalkers on the way. The 4 stalkers of Geralt are wandering on the north side of the map, so it looks like both of these players are going to hit each other at roughly the same time. I think Meow might hit a little bit sooner. Here we go. We have 4 stalkers to Meow. We hit just a few moments sooner. Here we go. Meow doing a pretty stellar job of closing that door. Geralt has not done the same just yet. Geralt has a sentry at the top of the ramp, so he's going to be able to force field out 3 out of the 4 stalkers. 1 stalker does land up going down, but yeah, focusing down on that pylon isn't going to get too much done on. Nope. Isn't going to get too much done on the other side of the map. Meow is now going down the ramp with 5 stalkers. He's going to be able to keep his natural alive. Both players kind of posturing. I don't want to say defensively. Meow is hunting for these stalkers. 3 stalkers over here are going to be able to get a couple cheap shots in at the top of the ramp. Meow just looking to body block these stalkers so the rest of his stalkers can get in here and get some damage done. 2 stalkers go down, and yeah, we can see there's a few more stalkers, yeah, coming up here, and that's where that offensive gateway and pylon warpings come in handy. Looks like Meow is just going to have enough to snowball this early game, and if everything goes the way it's going, gets ball. Meow is going to get his first points on the board. Yeah, Meow gets the first point on the board. Like I said, make myself comfortable because we're going to have a series on our hands. Meow makes it 2-1. Takes us to if I push the buttons correctly, takes us to the first of the new maps for these finals. It is going to be Amphion. And if Meow levels up the series and takes us 2-2, we're going to see Crimson Court. So that would be that would be really cool. It would be really cool to see Crimson Court. Got ready from 1. Just waiting for the second. There we go. There we go. I'm definitely not player number 1. That would not be an entertaining game for you guys to watch, I assure you. Of that, I am 100% certain. So, yeah, the countdown has ended, and we're heading into what could possibly be the last game. But for Meow's sake, I hope not. Nice. In the bottom left hand corner of Amphion, the blue Protoss player on match point was Storm Gaming. Give it up for Geralt. His opponent in the top left just took the last map and is definitely looking to keep that momentum going. The red Protoss player for Team Astro. It's Meow. Slight difference in strategies here on Amphion. You wall off your natural, but the wall is right by your Nexus, so there's really not much in terms of space or messing around. If you want to get the if you mess up your wall, or if your opponent breaks into your natural, your natural Nexus is going to be in some serious trouble. So, yeah, both players seem to have the same strategy. You sort of just block the Nexus. There's not much else to do here. No mineral, nothings. It seems that both players have the exact same thing to do. Throw down the cybernetics core, and then you attack the probe that's railing on where your Nexus is meant to be. It's the exact same thing on both sides, so yeah, slight difference from the usual, but I guess I was gonna say Meow not going for the pylon block, but I think Meow's pylon is a little bit too late. He is gonna have to be cancelled first. Unfortunately for Geralt, unfortunately for Meow, Geralt pylon had so much more HP. Ooh, pylon is still here. Meow's gonna let it finish up. Ooh. That's a waste of 100 minerals. I mean, could have got 75 back. Was right at the end there. Geralt, I'm gonna let this one finish and goes down a third. Wow. Geralt has been super cheeky, man. But, I mean, that pylon finishes, or that pylon gets taken out, and Meow is going to throw down the Nexus first, so even with all those pylon blocks and annoyances out of Geralt, Meow is going to be the first person to expand, so Geralt's not far behind, so it's not as if it's been a ridiculous game, but I mean the adept of Meow is in the natural of Geralt. The zealot of Geralt is almost in the natural of Meow. So looks like Meow's has gone for a full wall off at the front. Okay, adept gets a second probe. He's going to be able to shade out. Let's see. Yeah, adept is going to shade out, and that is going to be a shade to safety. So, yep. The zealot on the other side of the map is working its way through the gateway. So. They're going to start working its way through the gateway. I think Geralt still has that probe in the main. Okay, Geralt no longer has the probe in the main base, but I was pretty sure he was still the probe. There, yeah, Meow. It's going to be fully walled in. I'm not too sure if Geralt saw the Oracle heading to the side, bottom side of the map, but ooh, a 1 HP Zealot. That's a nice save. Yeah, we're gonna get an Oracle recall because Geralt's gone for a Phoenix, which is pretty. Pretty good call. Pretty good call out of Geralt. Ooh, double Phoenixes here in the natural. Oh, yeah. You have a bit of a Phoenix war going on here, which I quite like, but you know, Geralt has more Phoenixes than Meow, but Meow using the Oracle to tank a little bit for his Phoenixes, but here we go, Geralt Phoenixes. Man, these Phoenix vs Phoenix games are so fun, and they're a bit chaotic to watch. Unfortunately, with Phoenixes, once they start shooting, they don't stop shooting, so there we go. Geralt's Phoenixes win that war. It looks like Geralt Adept's going to win this war. And yeah, and we have a bit of a crazy game kicking off here. Geralt going up to a third base. Meow with a probe lead at the moment, but I mean that's easily overcome once your third Nexus kicks in. So there we go. Adept shows up. He's going to be able to shoot across the wall, and okay. Meow is Meow is going to be able to clean that annoyance up, and there we go. Meow's next expansion path after fully walling up the front is going to have to be towards the south, going sort of like straight down. He's starting to mine through the minerals here, but there is double Oracle heading into the main, and unfortunately there's no shield battery in the mineral line. There's no stalkers here either, so this double Oracle is going to do some super critical damage. Here we go. They're just going to zap through the probe, completely mitigating the shield battery. If they line up their shots correctly, that's 11, 12, 13 probes. Almost game-ending damage. I'm sure Meow's not going to tap out just yet, but there we go. Oracle. Okay, one of the Oracles gets taken out. 17 probes. I mean, it's a big deal, but there's Phoenixes on the other side and all. Yeah. Doing the same, 4 probes. So the probe losses are not that great, but it's also not something you really want to be taking. Another 2 Phoenixes show up here for or for Meow. It's yeah, there we go. Phoenixes as well. 5 stalkers, lifting 1 stalk at a time, getting rid of it. Lifting the next one is yeah, there's not much that's going to be up there. I mean, a couple more stalkers walking here for Geralt. Ooh, Oracle gets taken out at the cost of another Phoenix, so okay, I really didn't think that Meow was that far behind, but unfortunately Meow did, and Meow's just gonna GG grats to Geralt, and unfortunately, or fortunately, Geralt he's going to be the winner of this week's CSO Cup. So well done to Geralt and to Starstorm Gaming. Well done to Meow for taking second place. And let's have a quick look at the bracket and see if we have a winner for the third place. If I scroll past. Oh yes, and Mindel has taken the 2-1 victory in the third place over Rostock. So we've got Geralt first, Night Phoenix second, Mindel in third, and CSO representation Rostock in fourth. So well done to everybody. Thanks to all the players who have played and to the viewers who have stuck it through. We we appreciate it, and we are thankful to have you here, and thank you to all the players for participating and allowing us to to spend our Saturday evenings in a way that we all enjoy and love. So yeah, thanks to everybody for tuning in, and we look forward to seeing you guys next week for the CSO Contender. There's going to be our MMR capped event, so we look forward to seeing you then, and we will have CSO Cup the week after that, so Cup number 69. If you can imagine, 69, it's going to be a good time. Tell your friends, join around, let's have some fun. Well, my name is Linglad, it's been a pleasure to bring this to you, and we look forward to seeing you guys again next time. So on behalf of myself and the CSO team, it's been amazing, and we'll see you next time.